Today we have a 2011 Dodge Charger of a 3.6 liter engine. We'll be replacing the radiator. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove the air trunk with either number 8 or flathead. We're going to remove the 2 clamps to the airbox cleaner, as well as the throttle body, and also unplug the sensor located right here. Just squeeze and pull. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and the next thing we're going to do is drain the radiator. Now with the air trunk out the way, we get a view of everything here. After you unclamp the 2 clamps from the throttle body and the airbox cleaner, just pull up right here to basically remove it and just put it to the side. So now we're going to go ahead and drain the radiator. You can do one of 2 ways. Either remove the petcock located down here, it's pretty much where my finger is, so I can't really get a good view down there. But you can either just open that to drain it, where you see the tube going down, or how I'm going to do it, I'm just going to remove the lower radiator hose since we're going to have to take it out anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and remove both radiator hoses, and we'll go from there. So we now drain the radiator out. Also, just FYI, as you can see here, I did remove the thermostat housing. You do not have to do that to do this. I just did it for another video. I'm also replacing a thermostat. So it's right here. So don't worry about that part, but now we have the lower radiator hose removed as well as the top. We're going to go ahead and just take this cover off, just pull up on it, and we'll do it on the other end as well to expose the condenser and the radiator. So once you remove the top cover here by picking it up, just literally pick it up, just plastic clips in here, it kind of exposes the condenser and the radiator further. And as you can see right here, we push this to the side. Somebody's already been here before, so the little plastic clip is gone. But there's a number, I believe it's a 10 right there, where the hoses to the condenser go to. That number 10 attaches to the radiator, as well as one further down. Let's see if I can get it in view for y'all. Right there, under that little line there. And then 2 more on the other side as well. Just same thing, this guy didn't put the clip back on. So there's gonna be one somewhere along here. Yep, right there. I'm sorry, I'm looking directly at it. Number 10 right where that bracket is, as well as one further down under the dryer and the condenser here. So normally you're supposed to take off the bumper in order to get to those bolts. I'm going to try to find a way around that without removing the bumper here. So, but before we do all that, I'm going to go ahead and remove the fan here. Just unplug it, and then it's held in place by 2 number 10s. One here, as well as one here, and they didn't put one back there either. So 1 10 for me, but 2 for y'all. Once you do that, just lift it up and pull it out, which will kind of give you more room for the radiator on the back side. But first, once we do that, we're going to have to separate from the condenser. So I'm going to get the fan out and then try to figure out a way to get to those 4 bolts without removing the bumper. So just a quick correction, all these bolts are actually a number 8, not a number 10. So I thought they were 10s, the number 8s actually, but anyways, carrying on. I went ahead and already removed the one right here that connects right there, basically just using a swivel and a ratchet. And then we're going to go down to the bottom one down there. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grab that little wrench I had with the ratchet at the end, come around here and place it onto the bolt down here, and then just pretty much just take it off this way right here. It's going to be located right there, pretty much already on the bolt. So just going to keep turning the wrench and get that bolt off, and hopefully we can do something similar on the other side. If not, the bumper will have to come off. Alright, also, it is possible to get that bolt out without removing the bumper. However, just save time, we're going to go ahead and just remove the bumper anyways. So what we can do is remove these plastic clips here, one there, and there should be one here, which you just pull back and expose that number 10 and remove that 10. Also, there would be some clips here that you would remove. So like on this side, I've already gone ahead and took the clips off, just pulled it aside. We're going to remove that number 10 and just start getting the bumper off. We're going to try to do it without removing the engine cover at the bottom. So I'm just going to try to pull it forward a little bit, just give it enough clearance to get to those 2 bolts at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get this done, get this bumper out, and see if we can expose the radiator and condenser and get those 2 bolts, or total of 4 bolts, but let's see what we can do. So I went ahead and took those 2 number 10s off on each side and just basically pulled the bumper forward, leaving the bottom cover on still, so it's just there. So now you could completely remove these out the way by removing the plastic clips there and there, but I'm just going to push it back And that number 8 earlier is right here. And one down there I did with the wrench. It's kind of gone now. And on the other side, just pull it aside. One there. As well as one further down there. Take it off for a better view, or just kind of reach down here and you can feel it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those 4 bolts and then pull the radiator out. Now that I've separated the condenser and the radiator, I'm just gonna remove the last 2. One here, which is basically the bracket for the radiator. Once we do that, we just swing it back here and slide it up. So I separate the radiator from the condenser. A little FYI, see from that bottom tab there, just gonna have to pick up the condenser a little bit and push it forward just to get it off that pump. But before we can actually pull it out, it kind of hits the air cleaner box. You can angle it out or just one number 10 and swing it up, just push it out the way. You can go ahead and disconnect this as well if you want, but I'm just gonna kind of push it and just put it aside just to get this out the way. So number 8, push that away and get this up and going. So we've got the old radiator removed now. We're just gonna need to transfer these rubber grommets over to the new one here. Just put them on the bottom. And basically just gonna place it back in the same way we took it out and get it ready to put everything back together. So I've gone ahead and just saved the video time and put the new radiator in without basically recording it. And you saw me take it out. Going in is just the opposite. 4 bolts there, 4 bolts there, 2 up top, 2 number 10s, 4 number 8s. And then slid the radiator down, the fan on, 2 bolts on the side, making sure they go in the little tangs at the bottom, the radiator there, plugging it back up. Went ahead and put the lower radiator hose back on as well. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on, just sliding this over here, this part here under the headlight, and this portion here going into this, as well as this over this part. Once you get all that basically clipped in, we're gonna put the bolts in, the 2 number 10s, and putting the splash guard, this portion in between, or this in between this portion here. So go ahead and button all that up, get it cleaned up, put back together, and then we're gonna go ahead and add coolant and let it run. All right, also now that we have everything put back together, we're gonna go ahead and add our coolant in. Before doing so, we have to open the bleeder valve here. Just a little flathead. So I've seen some people even use like a quarter, just open it up. Some people just kind of open it up a little bit. I like to open it all the way, make sure, I like to see the bubbles coming out, basically all nothing but water, free flowing. So now with this removed, we're gonna add coolant until nothing but fluid comes out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and give you a view how it's done. All right, y'all, so I did close up the valve quickly, but just to give you a view of what should happen when I open this, it should be nothing but fluid coming out. Now right now I just have water in there because we're testing some other stuff as well, but for y'all's purposes it'll be coolant. So as you can see, it's nothing but fluid, but let me go ahead and just add a little more until you can see it pour out. And it should be just like that. No air, just free. Sorry my video cut out, but should be no air, just free flowing water like that. So just go ahead and close this back up and top off the expansion tank there, the reservoir, and we're done. So thanks for watching, y'all. Please like, subscribe, more videos to come.